My name is Miriam, and I came to the Franklin Fellowship Program last year to join the Bureau of Public Affairs. The Franklin Fellowship was a great opportunity for me because I had been practicing law for a few years, and then I actually had gotten out of law and was doing development work in an academic institution, and I wanted to get into foreign policy. I'd always wanted to come back to Washington, and when I started doing research online, it was the perfect fellowship for someone who has a few years of work experience. So I was supporting one of the Deputy Assistant Secretaries in domestic media outreach, and that was basically to help educate Americans about what we do at the State Department. And then when I transitioned out of the Bureau of Public Affairs, that's what's so amazing about the fellowship program, is that you can really try and experience anything that leads you to that experience, whether you applied for it or here, it was happenstance that one of the Deputy Assistant Secretaries led me to the Bureau of Near Eastern Affairs. On the Iran desk right now, I work on sanctions and I work on law enforcement issues. The most interesting experiences I've had since being at State Department have really been coordinating with all the different types of organizations within this building, because every bureau is we all work together, but there are their own entities. But one of the more rewarding experiences is hearing about all the different things that are happening and all the different projects that people are working on, and you get to sort of coordinate with them. At some point, you have some intersection between the work you're doing and they're doing. Before I came here, I never knew how much the U.S. government actually coordinates with one another. I think that we all know, or we all feel, the government is very large and that they have many priorities, and each agency is focused on their own priorities. But I was amazed and surprised to see how much interagency coordination there is. The process was very easy to apply to the program, and I would never discourage anyone to not apply because they think it's a burdensome process. I imagine a lot of public service jobs do require a lot of paperwork, and it's very burdensome or cumbersome to apply, but it was very easy to go through the process of applying. And I would say that the other advice I would give when you arrive here is take advantage of all the incredibly brilliant and amazing people that you get to work with and to be learning from every day. Sort of keep an open mind of all the opportunities that are all around you at any given time, and to try to absorb that, be a sponge, I guess, and to learn as much as you possibly can. One of the examples I would give about keeping an open mind when I got here was how I did start out in the Bureau of Public Affairs, but when I was approached by a Deputy Assistant Secretary to see if I would be interested to go to the Bureau of Near Eastern Affairs, it really hadn't occurred to me at that point. This experience has affected me tremendously in the sense that I, in a way, took a risk coming here because I was changing careers. For a lot of people, because it is a mid-career program, they may not have been working in foreign policy, so it's either new and they want to transition into that, or they want to experience it for a little bit and then leave. I realized when I got here that what my initial gut feeling was confirmed when I got here, and I realized this is exactly what I do want to do. I love it. That's what's so great about the program, is that you have all these different options that you can look into as your year or 2 years comes to an end. If you are interested in foreign policy, I would strongly encourage for people to take advantage of this fellowship program.